We survived the snow. Welcome to Community News. My name is Paul.
And my name is Sasha.
Hello there, Sasha. How are you today?
I am good, Paul. I am bundled up. I've got leg warmers on like it's 1984. I'm freezing, but I'm okay.
What a feeling. That's all I have to say.
What
Is that the right? Am I the? I got the right one or no? Irene Cara?
Right. I'm going to do a little flash dance. I'm going to put my one shoulder. Where's my leg warmers?
Oh, my God.
It's freezing, isn't it?
It's unbelievable.
It's like 12 degrees. We've got, they said we were going to get 2 feet of snow. I don't know about you, but your part of town, my part of town, we got about 6 inches.
No, we had a little bit more. I guess we were on the dividing line. We had almost a foot over here, unless your husband, instead of throwing his garbage, just blew your snow over to our properties. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. So, but yeah, so everything is good though. You survived it. You're okay.
I was happy we didn't lose power like we most usually do. But what about you? Like, I still find the first snow pretty. I'm going to admit it. I look at the trees, the branches with the ice. I still look at it and see that it's pretty. But within like 10 hours, it just looks to me like I'm back in Brooklyn, dirty, sooty snow, pea snow. Like, it's so pretty when it first comes down. But as soon as people start taking their dogs out and driving their cars, it's just a big gray and yellow mess.
Right. I found nothing pretty about it. All I knew is that prior to that, a few days before, I was playing golf, and then I was shoveling snow. So I hate it. Oh. And then last night, even worse, I'm exhausted because I heard this giant noise at 3:30 in the morning, and I was too afraid, of course, to go outside because it was dark, and I wasn't going to send my ex-wife out because she didn't hear it. Otherwise, I would have sent her out. So then I wake up, and I get out when it's light outside, and it's just a giant pile of snow that had fallen off the roof, and I thought it was some burglar or some bullshit like that in the house.
I've had that where that big snowdrift falls and it feels like somebody's breaking in or a train's coming through the living room. Yeah.
Right. So I'm even more cranky than normal today, if you can believe that.
So did you go out with your adult children who are home and did you build a snowman with your, college graduates?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we spent about 1/2 of 1 second doing that. No, of course not.
See, that would have been cute if you were like, for old time's sake, let's pretend you guys are little again and go out and build a snowman.
Did you build a snowman with your kids who were not college age?
Well, even when my kids were like 6 and 8 in prime snowman building, I would send them outside to build the snowman and I would watch from inside and wave.
Right.
I don't do well in the cold, I've got asthma, I get sick. So I never was out there building it with them, but I would cheer them on from inside with a thumbs up or
I'm sorry. I'm still getting over the whole flash dance look, so I'm still doing that right now. Sorry, I can't. There you go. Thank you. Anyway, so we have a scoop here at Community News. It's unbelievable that the I-Team investigation actually came through. Sasha, you told me you came through with the scoop, so I assume we're going to be talking to the high school football coach. Is that correct? We're getting the lowdown of that story.
You're confusing it. It was the middle school football coach with all of that drama with the video. And I know I'm still supposed to be trying to get him for the show.
Well, I've been waiting so long. I thought maybe he graduated much like the kids from middle school to high school, so I wasn't sure.
No, but unfortunately, he still isn't speaking to us because they're all lawyered up. He's lawyered up. The school's lawyered up. So I
could just imagine the law firms that are taking that case. But yeah, go ahead.
Teacher. But I did track down someone else who's been very much in the news this week, speaking of snow. And I think you're going to be really excited to talk to this guest.
Who is it?
Should I let him tell you his name or should I tell you his name?
I'm excited. Is it going to be like a guessing thing or should he tell me or what should happen here?
Do that too, where we guess. But let's just put it this way. We've been talking about the snow and he is a guest that pertains to the giant snowstorm we just had.
Is he the snowplow driver that took out our mailbox last week? Is that who we have on the line?
Good guess, because that happens to me every winter. That is not who it is.
It isn't. Is it the person who I saw cross-country skiing down the street during the snowstorm who I pointed to my kids and said, "Look at that idiot cross-country skiing down the street." Is that who we're talking about?
No, it is not the cross country skier.
Then I don't know. I'm out of guesses. I told you I'm cranky today and I'm tired because of the snowdrift. Who is it? Who is it?
Think big news story. Think big New
news.
York Metro, tri-state area news story. Let's see. Somebody who was, I don't want to give it fully away. Somebody who made the news having to do with the snow and a car.
A snow and the car. Don't you dare tell me. You got the guy who was trapped in the snow in town? Are you kidding me?
I did. The guy that everyone wanted to talk to. We scooped CBS, Paul. We scooped The View. We scooped ABC and NBC. Community News has the exclusive.
How did you do it? I forget it. I don't want to know how you did it.
I pranced around town, like you said, and it's 12 degrees out, so I pranced around with a little shoulder and a little cleavage, and I got the guy.
Well, here he is. I think he's joining us now. Hello, are you out there? Can you hear us?
Yep. How you doing?
Is this Bernie?
Yep. Bernie Goldstone, how you doing, guys?
Bernie Goldstone or Goldstone or Goldstone? What is?
It's pronounced Goldstone, often mispronounced, but it's pronounced Gold. I got to warn you, I've been at 1% battery for a couple of days, so hopefully I'll be able to last.
Oh no!
So
now, wait, is your family is somebody a GI in your family? Are you named after like a gallstone incident, or?
No, it's kind of an ancient French-Ukrainian type of name.
Oh, okay. Nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you. I'm a little cold, but happy to be here.
So wait a second. So actually, I wanted what I've read in the story, just to bring our listeners up to date. Because we have listeners from all over the world.
Right.
Although your story did reach all over the world.
Area, right? Exactly.
Is that we had our giant snowstorm, and that you were stuck in the car, and that you were eventually dug out. But that's basically all we've heard because you've been silenced up until now. So really, what is happened to you? Come on, Bernie.
Well, I got to tell you guys, I mean, it was an ordeal, and the missus is still in a little bit of shock. She thought I had been stepping out on her, and I hadn't. I just basically, we were having a discussion, and I wanted to get out, and the snow started coming down, and I just went to the local Taco Bell, and I got a couple of chalupas, and they were delicious. I pulled over to the side of the road. I was on Small Turtle Cove Isle Farms Road in town, and I just got into the chalupas and listening to a little Grand Funk Railroad, and
nice.
Before I knew it, I started to get a little drowsy, and I don't know if they put tryptophan in chalupas or not, but I started to drift off. Next thing I knew, there was about 3 feet of snow.
Wow!
And I guess like maybe a half a day had gone by, and I had been plowed into a big berm, and I knew I was going to be there for a while.
That's really scary. I mean, one of my biggest fears since I was a little kid and I heard George Washington was buried alive has always been being buried alive.
Wait a second. George Washington was buried alive?
You never heard that? Oh, Martha Washington. Sorry. There's a rumor that Martha Washington was buried alive. They always say that. I've Googled it with my kids. There is a rumor that she was buried alive. And
so based on that rumor, you're afraid of being buried alive. That's your greatest fear in life.
And when I watch movies, like anytime that there is that little theme of buried alive, like it freaks me out how easy it would be to be buried alive. Like for people to like not fully vet that you're dead yet. You know what I mean?
Bernie, thank God you weren't stuck in the car with Sasha, because that would have been an ordeal for the ages right there.
I would have not stopped talking the entire 18 hours that we were trapped in the car.
Sasha, I don't mean to be inappropriate, but anytime you feel like taking a ride in the Voyager, I mean, that thing is plush. It's an 85.
So back to my question, though, were you feeling like, oh, my God, I'm buried alive under the snow and like I'm going to just freeze here and be buried alive?
I think I was a little nervous. I mean, especially, the heat. I didn't really have any. I was cold, but I was clothed, from the waist up. So, I mean, it was fine. I was,
right. But, I mean, you couldn't open your doors. Like, you were
Wait a second. Why only from the waist up? I'm afraid to ask. Is that a Taco Bell type of tradition that you have to eat shirtless?
In the belt.
I mean, basically, look, I'm there's not a lot going on out there. So I try to get whatever excitement I can where I find it. So, but it was a tough couple of days. Thank goodness I started rattling around the back seat, and I was able to find something to listen to. Thank God for Tony Robbins, and he did help me to awaken the giant within, and I got through it. And I didn't have a lot of food, but I had a couple of extra Taco Bell fire sauce packets, and
wow.
I don't know if those guys sponsor your show, but they really should think about it.
I was going to say, after this story happened, like, they got so much free advertising from this news story. Did they reach out to you and like send you some kind of Taco Bell for a year for free?
No, I'll tell you, I mean, I wouldn't trade nothing for my journey, as they say. I got a 50-cent coupon like 2 days later in the mail, and I plan on using it.
50 cents for all your troubles. Like, that's another question I had when I read this story. Wasn't any employee there concerned why there was a car stuck there? Nobody noticed?
Well, no, I mean, I wasn't stuck at the Taco Bell. Oh, you talk about heaven. No, I was on the side of the road. I pulled over to, enjoy my chalupa, and that's when it happened.
Oh, my goodness.
The only thing that would keep me going, though, is knowing, Sasha, you would be speaking to me for 18 straight hours until we were rescued. That's the only thing.
We got rescued. I could see me being like, wow, I didn't get to finish that story. Hold on. I'm still telling that story.
Can you cover us back up?
Exactly. I'm not ready to come out yet for the big appearance to the news cameras. I'm still telling him a story.
Anyway, Bernie, I appreciate you giving us the exclusive here on Community News. This is unbelievable for us. It really puts us on the map.
Yeah, the pleasure's been all mine, and I'm glad my 1%, lasted here. And
it's almost like the story of Hanukkah. Like, your 1% lasts, like the 8 nights of oil.
Amazing. Bernie, thank you again. Stay safe, stay out of snow, and enjoy your Taco Bell. What can I say?
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Take care.
Oh, yeah, it was nice to meet you. Thank you. We love when we get exclusives.
Wow.
We love beating those networks, right, Paul?
Sasha, thank you. That's all I can say. This is the greatest Christmas gift we can give to Community News pod people.
That's right. Yet another scoop.
Unbelievable.
We are scoopers.
So you have anything else? What are you doing this weekend? Anything for the big Christmas holiday? Going to look at lights, staying in, anything doing?
The only thing we've been doing is trying to go look at lights because, like you, we're being very COVID safe, COVID friendly. I don't even think COVID friendly is the word, but following all the protocols to a T. So we haven't been going anywhere. I'm not even taking walks outside because I don't trust anyone with the numbers being up. So we've done some light looking, but I have to tell you, it's not gone well. As I've shared with you, that 10 months of being quarantined together, the four of us, has its moments.
Mm-hmm.
My son, you would laugh, Paul. My son took a video. We were going to see lights one night. It starts off always me, just like each one of these stories so far. Thanksgiving, the pattern, Hanukkah. It starts off with me being like, let's be Wally Beaver. Let's go look at lights. Let's be a happy family. Let's get hot chocolate, like trying to make it all cutesy. By a half an hour in, I'm like, the fucking I'm swearing. And my son, my 16-year-old, is taking videos from the back seat and literally said, he goes, I love that I have, because I was trying to take videos of the lights. And I asked the husband to slow down so I could take videos of the lights, but he wouldn't slow down. So I'm like, well, what's the point? We're just driving by them. I want video of this. So as I'm trying to take my own video, unbeknownst to me, my 16-year-old was taking video in the back seat. And when it all went to shit and I started swearing and I go, what's the fucking point? Just forget it. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. He got all of that. And later on, he's like, I got the best video.
That
I said,
is
"You
the
were
best
rolling
video.
the whole time?" And he's like, "Oh yes." He goes, "I can't wait to look back on these one day and just laugh at the dysfunctional family fun, of us like trying to have fun and then me being like, what the fuck? Oh, and I hadn't slept the night before, as you know, often happens. So I guess I was extra on edge.
It's like he's almost making his tapes for his own version of the Goldbergs that he's going to write, exposing all the neuroses of your family.
I said to him, "Don't share these with the public," and he said, "I won't, but they are going to be funny to look back at, just to see like the dysfunctional family like drama behind the scenes."
So that's it. So you've gone and seen Holiday Lights. You're staying in. Really not much happening in town for Christmas this year.
Nope, everything's canceled.
A few takeout places are open. The Chinese place is open, obviously, for takeout. And the diner is open until 9 o'clock at night for takeout. But other than that, really not much happening in town.
The pizza place is open.
Right. So that's it.
Yeah.
So,
Hi, Taylor. Can I have
hello?
3 crunchy tacos, Supreme combo?
What's going on?
Cheesy gordita crunch. And
is that
5
Bernie?
Diablo sauce packets, please. And beefy 5.
Bernie didn't hang up.
Oh
Bernie.
my
I
gosh.
have a 50
Didn't hang up.
coupon.
Bernie. Bernie.
Hey, guys. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'll hang up now. Sorry, I'm still at 1%.
Oh, that's so funny. We were still on with Bernie this whole time.
Uh-oh. That's a good thing we didn't say anything bad about him.
Exactly. Good thing we didn't say that we didn't like the interview.
But we did actually get to hear his order. So for any of our listeners out there.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I love his spirit that he's right back out there ordering Mexican. He's not traumatized by being buried alive. Like if it was me, I'd probably never order Mexican again, but he's right back on the horse.
So you would associate Mexican with being buried alive. Is that it?
Yes,
for the rest of your life.
I probably would. And I like Mexico and I like Mexican food, but I think that would be the end for me. I would have to move on.
And on that note, I know never to get Sasha Mexican food again. So
no, I like it. I haven't been buried alive from Mexican food.
I know, but this story is not going to traumatize you to the point.
No, but if it happened to me, it would traumatize me such, whatever it was. If it was Indian food, even if it was Italian, which is like all I eat.
So the rumor of Marsha Washington possibly being buried alive traumatized you for life, but listening to Bernie's story does not traumatize you from eating Mexican food.
Not yet, but if it was me and it happened to me, I would have to drop whatever ethnicity of food we were talking about.
Perfect. Okay. And on that note. What a wonderful episode of Community News. Everybody in the community have a great Christmas.
And let's just, it's countdown. I mean, it's Tuesday. It's the 22nd. It's 3 days until Christmas, everybody. Yay.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful time. And we'll be back just before the New Year's on the 29th, next Tuesday. I will see you then, Sasha.
I will see you next Tuesday, Paul.
Wonderful to see you. As always, my name is Paul.
And my name is Sasha.
I'll see you again next week.
Okay, we love you, community.
Take care.